You don't know what you're talking about.
On what? Anything? Everything?
Not everything, but when you say The Office is awful.
Yeah. Everybody disagrees with you.
Well, all my family that listens to the podcast would agree with me.
Well, I like
They
your
don't have-
family, but
Yeah.
you don't know what you're talking about.
You just not have that sense of humor?
What? Stupid?
Hilarious.
Stupid.
Hilarious, inappropriate in the workplace humor.
It's not. Yeah. I've seen a few episodes, and I'm just like, it's not my thing.
You got to
I'm a Seinfeld guy, so it's you guys probably don't like. You guys probably don't
There's
like
some
Seinfeld.
connect. I like Seinfeld.
Yeah. I haven't watched it like The Office, but
There's a guy at work that it was kind of funny because he was in Wichita at a meeting, and a guy I know up there was like, "Hey, do you know this guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I really like him." And then I sent back a note, and I was like, "He does leave that top button unbuttoned though." And he sent back, and he goes, "Ha ha." A Seinfeld episode. You know the Seinfeld episode where they talk about the top button?
It's the first and last episode.
It's the best button. This is the most important button, you know, and he does leave this one undone.
Yeah.
Like, it cracks me
They
up.
reference that in episode 1,
Yep.
and then when they're in prison. In the
Yeah,
last
when
one.
they're in prison. Yeah.
have you seen Diversity Day at The Office?
Well, I
Yeah,
have.
we talked
I
about
know you
this like
have.
our very first podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember?
guys were like all hamming it up, and I'm like,
You remember when
You need to watch it.
when the guy comes back to do the deal, and he says it's a black guy, right? And he goes, Michael said, he said, "My name's Mr. Brown." He goes, "Oh, okay." I'm not gonna call you that. And he's like, "Well, it's my name." And he's like, "Sure, it is."
That's,
Come on, you don't like that?
Yeah, that's
You don't
pretty
like
good.
that?
That's pretty
Like,
good.
that's so great.
I don't know if they could get away with that nowadays, though.
I don't know. It was so great.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a good one.
Yeah. it's a
There's
good
a lot of funny one-liners that,
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just cringy humor.
Kayla
Yeah.
likes it. She's always like, "You gotta watch like 4 in a row." I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might try it because we've went through like How I Met Your Mother was the one we went through over the summer.
Yeah.
It was
I didn't
all
watch
right.
that.
It
You know
was-
what bothered me
not
about
great.
the
I
old
mean,
shows is the laugh track. I do not like that.
You know,
That wears me out. Ooh, we got one here somewhere. That's not it.
no, you gotta
Yeah.
label those things.
Dang.
That's Anthony's. Go back. That blue one.
That's it.
Yeah. Hit that blue in there. That's Anthony's growing up sound. Down. No, over. No, over. That's him
Yeah.
growing up. Yeah.
All the scary movies.
All the scary movies.
Every one of them had the same song.
Every one of them. Awesome.
Who's
All right.
Dying tonight.
Well, how you guys doing?
I was gonna say something stupid, but I'm fine.
Something stupid? Yeah.
Doing good. Can't complain, I guess.
Can't
Hanging
complain.
in there.
Yeah. Lucas is, we like a month into work. Wonder-
Yeah.
I wonder how
know.
that's going for you.
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only as good as you make it. That's what it is.
Hey, man, that's
Mhm.
right. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Did
Well,
you guys watch any of the Little League World Series when it was on?
No, man.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
I've actually this year I haven't watched it.
It's a classic.
I just haven't had.
chance
Yeah.
I
to do
haven't.
it.
Well, I don't even know if I've watched
I
TV
lived
in the
those
last,
days
like-
back in '94 and '95, so
Mhm.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
It was fun.
Those are the years the Bulls did not win the title.
And that's the years we were in Little League.
That's great. That's
Yep.
great. No, I was trying to think. I think watched a little bit of Olympics, but even that I didn't consume much. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it here and there, not too much. I didn't even realize it was over, and it's like, the Olympics aren't on. Well, I guess it's over.
mhm.
So,
It
yeah,
wasn't as good as the times because the time zones or whatever is like.
Yep.
So when they're
LA.
yeah, when you want to
2028?
watch it, it's like the highlights of the day or whatever.
Yeah.
And everything's done.
Yeah.
yeah, L.A. right?
Yeah.
L.A.
And Oak City.
That's
Oh yeah,
true.
softball and rowing.
Softball and rowing, yeah.
It's funny to me. Anyway,
pretty cool.
I
And
wonder-
flag football is going to be
I
a
know.
sport.
I wonder if those
they've called me
people-
to coach it. Did you guys know this? They're like, "You're 25-1 the last 3 years." I'm like,
We need
"That's
you,
true.
coach."
Yeah, we need you.
I wonder if like the people that like Olympic athletes were like, oh, I'm going to the Olympics and what is that 2028 and like, oh, it's L.A. That's awesome, California, and they're like, oh, you're going to Oklahoma. What?
yeah.
They'll still
Womp
be.
womp womp.
They'll still,
They'll
they'll
still
have
be
to
in
fly
it.
back and
Well,
forth.
yeah. They'll fly
I'm
back.
just saying. Do you think they're just like, oh,
No,
That's
those
not
guys-
cool.
The guys that do.
well, it's like
well,
usually,
softball.
dude,
They're
it's gonna
used
be.
to it, I'm sure.
They're
Like, how
used to
many
it,
have-
but it'll be hot as blue blazes when they're here.
Yeah, but they're in the water. Well, the softball players
they're-
already, but
softballs.
They're on top of the water.
Yeah, but they'll appreciate
Yeah.
the softball. I mean, the people in Oklahoma.
oh
are
yeah, for
crazy
sure.
about softball.
No, that's
Yeah.
you're
That's an
right.
experience they'll never have again.
That's true.
it'd be cool to get tickets. It might be hard, but
Yeah.
I've already got them.
mm.
Totally kidding. I'd rather watch the sunrise or set than
Man.
watch that.
I bet Olympic tickets are expensive.
yeah, I bet they are.
speaking of
Yeah.
expensive, we kind of had this thought.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Good.
I
That's
was trying to
good.
get there. We had this thought of, if we had, and I think this is interesting. We'll have to talk through this because I think if there's a couple ways to approach this, but if you had all the money in the world, it was no barrier. Like you could buy whatever you wanted. And so I took it in the terms of I would be able to buy whatever I wanted, and then I'd be kind of done. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I would be 100 billionaire.
You can do whatever you want with it.
So that's kind of how I took it. So if I could own like a 3 wishes kind of situation.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
I didn't. We'll just have to play my list.
It
as
don't
goes.
matter.
Yeah, yeah. So top 3 things that we would purchase if we had the money, like not an object.
I try to be fun with it,
Yeah, of course.
not serious.
Yeah. Well, I
Because
kind of think about what I really wanted.
Because about actually what I'd really do, one of these wouldn't be on the
Well,
list.
yeah, what
but
I'd
it
really
is.
do would probably be really stupid, but I'd probably buy the Mavericks. God, what an idiot I'd be.
Hey.
Yeah.
See,
Anyway,
Lucas.
all right. Let's go then. Top 3. Who wants to start?
Lucas.
All right. So I'm a Ford Mustang guy. So I started with lowest price to
Yeah.
highest, right? So my
that's probably
number
smart.
3 is 1967 Ford Mustang, the Eleanor. You guys know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen Gone in 60
Yeah, yeah,
Seconds?
sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yellow though,
So-
right? Yellow and black.
No, it was
God.
black and with a white stripe.
It's silver.
Black and the white stripe.
Silver?
Silver.
Oh, is
Come
it?
on, guys.
Silver with the black stripes.
Anyways, these
Did it have
images
stripes?
here- God, yes.
Okay.
All right. So I looked it up, and I've looked up before. So you can buy one for $379,000. So that would be my first purchase. Yours unlimited.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be my only car. That would be my.
Yeah. Your dream car.
Yeah, so I looked at
A
it
dream
differently.
car.
Like, so I was thinking, like, what is the one thing I would get? And so mine are going to be like,
do what you want.
no, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go. So third for me.
You want to change it, or are you good?
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, I'm good. I would probably say on the bottom of my list of the thing I would purchase if money was an object, I would probably buy a home in a vacation spot that I love, like the mountains.
Yeah.
That's probably
That's
what I would
good.
do.
So
Yeah.
Aspen.
That's good.
No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not much of a snow guy, so I think I would try to find one of those valleys that doesn't.
I don't think that exists.
Yeah, they
Where?
do. So Salada Buena Vista doesn't get much snow.
Oh.
Yeah. So on the west side of that mountain range there, and even up in the northwest, you can get on the dry side of like Bend, Oregon.
Oh,
Does not
yeah,
get
yeah,
much
yeah.
snow.
Yep.
So I would the deal would be it had to be a river, mountains, and like a decent little
Me.
like townish. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
to be-
Lucas, and
yeah.
close to Lucas. And so that's the kicker. And so, but I would also want it to be. This wouldn't just be a house. I would want privacy. So I'd want like 10 acres or something, like
Yeah,
around
Something
me.
nobody can see.
10
Yeah,
acres.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't want anybody around me.
Yeah.
So that would be my money was an object. I'd add to my life. That's what I would do.
So what
Yeah.
I have. Yeah,
Yeah, what you have. Yes,
yeah.
exactly. All right, that's my number
All
3.
right.
that's cool.
Mine has to do with food. Big surprise.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
yeah.
No doubt. You're gonna buy a camel, aren't
I
you?
would have a private chef at my house.
That's good.
You think you would like that? Would
Yeah.
you get irritated because you'd want to cook?
No, because they are like there would be like a great chef. I wouldn't have to worry about the food. I enjoy cooking. Don't get me wrong, but it would still
You
be
like
cool.
You like eating more.
I mean, yes, for sure. I like
Okay.
to
That's a
eat
good
more.
That's
than
a
I
good
do.
one.
A
That's a good one.
professional athlete. Or
That
a
would be
fancy
expensive.
person.
Yeah.
That would be expensive.
Yeah.
You're right. I
and
like
then
that.
you pick your own meal, and it would be all like farm to
So that
table.
comes with it. That comes with it. The food
Yeah.
comes with it.
Yeah,
They go
yeah,
to
yeah.
shop.
All right,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, they
Show
do
up-
all the shopping.
Hey, I want
You
to
tell
eat.
them-
I want to eat here. They
Yep.
make it, and
I immediately started
Yeah.
thinking like how I would not be able to afford the taxes on my vacation home after I bought it. So
it's just make believe.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But I was
Make-believe.
thinking like this one-time purchase, and I'd be like, oh dang,
Mhm.
what do I do now? I can't even drive there.
Oh my god, you're too much fear for you.
Yeah.
Too much fear.
You
Have
gotta-
fun with
You
it.
got to walk because you don't have any more money.
So we have to be wealthy at this point. Yeah.
Walk to
yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah, I'm house poor, but the house is awesome.
Man. So those are good. All
Yeah, that's
right.
good. That's good.
You good?
Yep.
All right. So have you guys ever heard of a section of land?
Yeah,
You
of
guys know what a
course.
Section, so it's 640 acres.
Yep.
I'd buy a section of land and put a house right in the middle.
Yep.
And people would leave me alone.
Yeah, they wouldn't know you're
No,
there.
I wouldn't even need a fancy house. Just boop, right in the middle.
Yep.
So it's basically like a mile by a mile, like a mile square, house in the middle.
That's my
And leave me alone.
yeah. So my number 2 would also be I would have this massive hunk of land,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd probably prefer it to be somewhat in Texas, but also it could be in the mountains. But I would love to be able to have like like ranch, I guess. Even though I don't know anything about.
You'd learn.
Yeah, I could learn. But then to your point, I want it to be so big that like nobody would. I could hunt on it. So a section would be great, or even two, right?
No, it's
1,200
too
acres?
crazy. Yeah.
Too crazy.
Yeah.
We're pretty rich though, so we can do
You
this.
can do whatever you want. You can buy the whole
So
state
then
of
what
Oklahoma.
my vision would be though is that I would also have like visitor homes for people.
Compound.
Yeah, kind of compound, but not like kind of spread out.
Yep.
Like not so close, but like my kids could come visit with
Okay.
their family.
I'll see where you're going with this.
And then we would have like a common outdoor area that's like pavilion with like,
Yeah. It's good.
it'd be fun. We could do all kinds of fun things,
Yeah.
but then they could go to their little home and
Yep.
they would have everything. So that's my compound, or my friends could come visit
Yeah.
and y'all wouldn't have to stay in my house.
Yeah.
We'd all
That's
have
good.
small houses, I think it'd be fun.
Or
anyway.
big, or big. I mean, it's
Yeah,
our
whatever.
dream.
I
We
got
do
a
what
lot
we
of
want.
money. I got a lot of
Mhm.
money. I got a lot.
Yep.
I don't want a lot of upkeep though. I don't want to be
Well, you hire somebody.
paying.
You're taking this.
Yeah, I'm thinking like wishes. It's like a
Yeah.
Mhm.
one-time
Yeah.
shot.
No,
Yeah.
this is you're already filthy rich. They're gonna have.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Anthony
took it
cooking-
different.
You're gonna have Anthony cooking for you. And
Yeah.
I took it. So my
you
last
on your-
my last pick's going to be pretty responsible.
You're funny. So I'd go off that, but I would have a house. My dream would be have a house in like the Mediterranean, like
Mm.
Italy or Greece, like one of the
Well,
islands
I
out
thought
there.
about that, but I think I went Lake Tahoe. Like I would probably go that
Nah, I'd go.
Yeah.
I'd go that way.
Nevada side.
It's pretty up there. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I
but
just would be in America.
I
still.
like that area. Be sweet.
Yeah,
be-
it would be. Yeah, it'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Your vacation homes on
not-
an island in Greece.
I don't like the beach that much.
The sun doesn't like you either. Though, does
Yeah,
it?
I know.
All the fresh food and
That'd be good.
wine and olive oil and I just indulge in that.
If I'm
That'd be
rich, I can
great.
get it shipped in.
Yeah,
If
that's
this is
true.
the game we're playing.
Yeah, that's true.
See, that is the game we're playing. He said,
All right.
"What would you buy?"
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's good. You guys are good. Let's take it up a notch here with this last one.
Oh yeah.
So
I know what
Oh,
he's
you got
gonna
notes
buy.
on this one.
I know what he's
Yeah.
gonna buy.
The election.
No.
This team. Oh my goodness! I didn't think of that.
He's gonna pay for himself
Darn
to be
it.
president.
Darn it! Because then I have a salary for life of $400,000. Ah, man, and health insurance.
Yeah,
So
genius.
All right.
Social Security.
Back to reality. This is what I would do in the real world. This team has 30 Hall of Famers. Most wins in the 1980s. Most wins
Cowboys?
in the 1990s. No. Most playoff wins in the history. 8-time NFC champion. 5-time Super Bowl champion. Currently valued at $5.2 billion by the 49ers.
Wow, 5.2 billion, huh?
Billion with a B.
Ooh.
B. The B.
Figured you would do that. So that is what I would also do. But my heart
By the 49ers
no,
too?
no, my heart would be Mavericks.
Yeah.
It'd be cheaper. It'd be maybe more
It'd be
affordable.
cheaper. I think it's like what would they just sold for $3 billion?
Yeah, so
But really, what I should do is buy the Dallas Cowboys and fire Jerry Jones, and then we could win.
well,
And that still would make money because they're like $9 billion, right? Like
what's an investment? They're only going to go
they're
up.
a business.
All those
Yeah,
teams
they're
are
a
only gonna
business.
go up.
But my heart would be the Mavericks. But I think it would be smarter to go and just it'd be fun to fire Jerry Jones.
Why don't you just buy all of them? The Rangers.
I guess
doing
you're
everything-
right.
You're just buying everything in Dallas.
I could buy it
Oh,
all.
yeah.
It's my dream.
Rename them.
It seems like too much, don't you think?
That'd be a lot
That'd
to
be
keep
a lot
up
of
with.
work.
Like to
I
do
think-
it right.
I think one team would be.
It's too much.
One team sounds like a lot of work.
And then I'd make myself
You
the
wanna be-
GM.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh no. Okay, it's my dream.
That'd be
Lucas.
me.
Yeah, I'll hire Lucas to be my GM.
You have to have
Anyway,
a- you have to
I
have-
would probably buy a
That's good.
sports team though. If I had all the money, I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the sports team, but it'd be
Buy
fun.
the
You bought
Braves, dude.
Braves, man.
Mm.
No?
I mean, it could. That'd be sweet.
I
but-
wonder though. Like Mark Cuban's done a good job of still being like a fan, but I wonder if it's annoying being a fan and owning it.
Yeah.
Like
No.
you don't think
I'd be all up in. No, I would.
keeping yourself out of it? That's my
dream
point.
job.
Yeah.
But you are part of it though. You're the guy in charge. You're the guy that hires the
GM.
GM,
Yeah,
the
you're right.
coach,
I hire
the,
Troy.
the president. Oh my goodness.
I would. Oh,
Good. You hire him.
I love
Then we would
Eggman.
keep
I think he'd
winning.
be great.
As what?
Just a GM. I think he'd be good at it.
No.
I hired Jimmy.
Mhm.
Give him my head coach
Yes.
again.
That's That's what you hire. Somebody like him. Troy Aikman. Do
Mm.
it.
I'd
As
hire-
a 49er.
I'd hire John
owner-
Lynch.
Well, go ahead. I'll find somebody else. He can't win the big game anyways.
Ooh.
At least
Yeah.
No, I really like him. I think
At least
he's
you've
really
been.
ran huh?
At least you've been.
Yeah. And I think the organizations ran very well. So I would, some of those organizations, like you were saying, Jerry Jones, who's the Yankees, Steinbrenners.
Yeah, but
So
they're
they were
not quite
good.
as crazy as they used to
Yeah,
be.
no,
like-
they're not at all.
But you think of owners like that just have too much control, and then I wouldn't be that person.
We
Well,
get the
yeah.
Dodgers. It's like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, the only
Yeah.
thing about Jerry on the business side has just crushed it. I mean, crushed it, man.
Yeah.
But
True.
Can't win.
it sucks.
Well, he's got too much control. They're all scared of him.
Well, he also is the only GM that doesn't have to worry about his job, and like you don't
Correct.
have to perform.
But
Mhm.
you'd have to have some type of numbers guy, and I could name all these 49er guys that do all the salary cap. I mean, it's crazy math.
Yeah.
Like it's
I could do it.
I wouldn't want to do
I'd
it.
moneyball it.
You're not gonna win.
Yeah,
But
you
go
won't.
ahead.
That guy just died.
Really?
Yep.
Billy Bean?
He wasn't
Cancer.
even that old, was he?
Cancer.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man,
didn't-
I
I
didn't know
didn't know
that.
that.
That's a great book, by the way.
I haven't read the book. I saw the movie.
It's a
but
great book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart
So is your-
guy.
I didn't know that. Like recently,
Mhm.
like
I didn't
this
know that
weekend, or
I mean, yeah,
Months
within
ago?
the last 3 weeks, I think.
Wow.
I didn't see that come
How
across
old was
the
he?
media.
60?
Yeah, he's
Maybe.
pretty young. I didn't see it either when I was watching the news.
All right, my number 3. It's kind of obvious. I'd buy a private jet.
Yeah.
I mean, when you travel, I mean,
no,
when we went on our vacation, we had to travel on the airlines.
this is funny because I thought about this. I was like, if I'm just buying one thing, like if that's the conversation, like what would you buy? It's like I like the vacation home, but I really need the jet to get there,
Mhm.
or I really need that to
Yeah.
happen.
You overthought it, man.
I did,
Yeah.
So maybe I would also have one of those.
But it's
you come fly
I
for me?
realize how
I would hire
terrible
Anthony.
airline travel is, and you got to go to a connection and check in and
Mhm.
TSA, and
peasants.
I'm so used to it at work. You just show up and you go, and
Fly
you
boy.
go nonstop, and how
Good.
convenient a private jet really is, and how much easier it would make your travel life.
yeah, I think
That's
I'd have to
usually how I
have
fly as well.
helicopter and private jet.
yeah. Depending on what you got. If you got a yacht or you needed
No
you know,
yachts.
something
That's
like
the
that.
ocean. That's the ocean. No yachts.
Mm.
Yeah, that one sank.
See,
You hear
Ah,
off
a
of
yacht?
Sicily. Yeah, it was like
right by your home.
yeah,
A
yeah.
Russian oligarch.
Yeah, it was like a British tech billionaire. They all drowned in it. Well, not all of them, but
Yeah,
he
that's
did.
crazy.
So,
So if I had a yacht, I'd only go I'd still have to see land.
well, they did see
Oh.
where they
Yeah.
were at. They saw land.
They saw it for sure.
There was like a,
They saw it.
I think there was like a super bad storm, and it had a like a water spout maybe on it, and it tipped it over. There was like boats around it, and they didn't get tipped over, but this one got tipped over and sank at the bottom, like 150 feet down.
Oh my.
Yeah.
This is why the ocean is bad.
Yeah,
The ocean's
it's
a
very
scary place,
unforgiving.
man.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be out there. Like even if there was no
You're not supposed
creatures,
to be out there. he
if there's
says.
no creatures to eat you, the water alone that you cannot drink, you would just die. You just die, man.
It is crazy.
It-
We talked about this before. You swim out like to the first buoy or whatever, and then just hold your breath and just try to swim down. Like you have no prayer of touching the bottom right there.
Well, there's no-
That's just what.
No,
100 feet? That's not
100
that
feet.
far.
Also, like it's super hard to. Well,
Well,
anyway,
They know more. They don't know anything about the ocean. Let's just be honest.
Yep.
Nothing.
No,
No,
not the
and
deep
I say
depths.
they. We don't either.
Yeah, no.
Or they do and they don't tell us. I don't know. But
I don't think they know.
I don't think they
it's hard to
know.
get stuff. I mean, it's a big place.
yeah, it's bad.
Big
it's-
place.
I know that we just hired a guy at work that in our sales team that was in the submarine division of the Navy,
No.
and I asked him how long he spent, like his longest time out there underwater. 2 months.
Ooh, that would be hard for me to
2
do.
So if
months.
I got drafted or whatever or signed up for the military services, I wouldn't want to do anything on the water because that would just
God no.
because that's out of your hands, right?
Yeah.
Your ship or whatever gets hit, you're done. I wouldn't want to do air.
Nope.
No, I'd have to be land. Like you, I would take the risk of being infantry on land. Just think about that. Like, would you want to be in a submarine or a battleship or?
Submarine, no,
I
for
would
sure,
want to be
no.
flying drones around.
From your office.
Space Force. That's what I'd be. Space Force.
Yeah.
maybe.
No, that's good.
That's good stuff.
That's good.
Now we need to.
Private jet. That's genius.
Yeah, see, he'd fly me around too.
Yeah.
To our you can come to my vacation home.
Yeah, nonstop.
I do think that would be in
According
Lake
to
Tahoe.
Adam, how are you going to afford the fuel or the insurance?
That was the problem I had. I was like, well, is this like a one-time purchase? I don't know.
Hmm.
You got to be thoughtful about it. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I buy a smart business like a 7-Eleven or something.
It makes money.
Quick Trip. Yeah, I don't know. What's a good business?
7-Eleven.
I don't know.
is the first-
Something. Just
I'm gonna
something.
buy a good
Yeah.
business. The first one, ladies and gentlemen, he comes to his mind. 7-Eleven.
Tell me they don't make money.
I'm sure they make money.
Okay then.
But according to Biden, you have to have a slight Indian accent to work there.
Oh,
You guys
my
ever heard that
goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's
Anyways.
Diversity Day on The Office. You want my cookie?
All right. Did you guys come up with a verse to close this out?
I did.
All right. You may go first.
It don't
Let's
matter.
go that way.
Oh, we were all supposed to come up with verses.
Did you not read the text thread? All right.
I'll rely on you two then.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. So I could. What are we doing here? Like
What are we
I
doing
try. I try, people.
I didn't give a lot of effort this week, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
Luke 15:12. It says Jesus said, "Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possessions." So the Bible, it's all over the Bible, like, about earthly possessions. You can't take them with you, and et cetera, et cetera. So, it's fun to think about all these things we would do, and but at the end of the day, we can't take any of it with us, and it really impacts. If some of these rich people really have a hard time living in the real world too, is that something to honestly, like when you can buy whatever you want, or
Yeah.
you just don't live in the real world?
Doesn't make you
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It'd be,
So-
it would be
I mean-
easy to get caught up in just like, I'm just the rich guy, get what I want. I don't need what I need God for, right? What do I need?
Yeah, humility is
everything.
hard. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it could
the,
be tough. Not everybody, but it
the eye
could
of
be.
the needle, right?
Mhm.
Camel pass
Yep.
around the needle. Yeah, mine is in 1 John.
Mm.
Yeah.
We haven't had anything.
John
1
1.
and John 1:1.
John 1 1.
My
1
boy-
John
Yeah.
2:15. Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll go ahead and read. I'll go on. 16. For all that is in the world, the desires of the flesh and the desires of the eyes and pride of life is not from the Father, but is from the world. So, yeah. And then I guess the last verse also works. And the world is passing away along with its desires, but whoever does the will of God abides forever. It's fleeting, right? Solomon talks about that in Ecclesiastes. It's just not. It's for naught. So yeah, it's good.
That's good.
Good
Yeah.
stuff, man.
There's other.
That's
fun to
I didn't
dreams.
come up with my verse, but there's a bunch of verses,
Oh.
right? Jesus talks about don't
more-
store up the things on earth or what
Mm-hmm.
dust and what does it say moss.
Yeah.
Take it, store your things up in heaven, and
Yeah, I think too. We don't think about our own mortality often.
well, who does, right?
Yeah, well, I do
In a
think
sense.
I do. Americans definitely don't, for the most part. I think you might live in certain areas of the country. You think about it a little more. I guess evidently Chicago at night. I don't know, but
Facts, man.
that's from a previous episode. But I do think that we are in a culture of excess, and it's hard even raising your kids without it a bit.
Mhm.
And I've been to cultures where they definitely have a better understanding of their mortality.
Yeah.
And when they do, their happiness is, I don't know, I don't say it's just a little more pure, I guess, or it's definitely focused. If they are a believer, their happiness comes from God.
Yep.
And I feel like we had a previous episode, we talked about fear, and I think this falls right in is that happiness, that fulfillment, that faith in God, like just all, it kind of takes care of all of these things. And
Yes, it does.
it's hard though. It is hard.
Yep. And we're not even rich compared to
We are not,
people in this town.
we're not
You
in
know?
this town, but
I
for
mean,
the world,
I
we
think we're
are.
all
Yeah.
spoiled, but we're not.
Yeah, of course.
I think,
Yeah.
Yep.
I definitely don't have a house in Tahoe.
No.
Well, when I buy the 49ers, I'll let you know.
Awesome, awesome. I'll even live on the California
Can I
side.
take that on a 400-year note, please?
Yeah.
More than that.
Oh yeah, I was about to say $1 billion. It's
Yeah.
silly. It's silly stuff. All right, boys. Well, I appreciate you.
Yep.
Until next time.
See you.
Adios.